scrolling through the feed. I'm subscribed to 100 blogs, but there's still nothing to read.
Hi everyone, it's time for new After Hours. As every Friday I'll be covering all news stories that didn't make it in an EDUKWEST post. And let's start right away with the University of Dublin City. And they chose Chromebooks instead of, for example, iPads or iPods for their education. And by 2013, they are planning to make 80% of their classes at least partially or maybe even fully online. Right, as I'm constantly being asked by startups where to apply and to which programs and where's the money at. So here is a new accelerator for you called advice.me. They invest between $6,000 to $25,000 in total, and then you get other perks such as rack space hosting, free rent, and then the obvious contacts and so on. The other money story comes from Techstars, the other big incubator, and they are also now giving 100K to their companies. So that's now much more similar to Y Combinator, and I mean, we all had the story as it was so big in the news a few months ago. Right, Mark Zuckerberg and his $100 million donation later then founded the foundation. He is not actively taking part into it and in its decisions because, well, he is obviously busy with Facebook. So, very in-depth article here. What happened to those famous 100 million? Not that much. As you can read in the article in detail, up to now only a mere 3 million has been dispersed. So there's really and clearly some issues. Next story is about YouTube, and YouTube launches a site specifically for teachers, youtube.com/teachers. Unfortunately, right now, if you go over there, there's not a lot going on, but I'm sure gives them a little bit of time and they will figure out how to do it exactly. I think it's pretty compelling. youtube.com/teachers will be about teacher training, so learn about best practices from other teachers. I think a very good initiative. Another YouTube story over at Education Startup with IQ, they made their player better. So the improved player in the virtual classroom now provides you with better playback for YouTube videos, and that's always good. And well, those two stories together, I think if we constantly say that students performance enhances when watching videos, why then not teachers' performance as well? Right, next story is from Skype. And their current project, Skype in the Classroom, has more than 16,000 teachers already. They want to increase this up to 1 million. And of course, now being part of such a big company as Microsoft and also Skype's experience in general, I think will help teachers to give all of their projects a professional structure and help. So that's the recent Skype news. Now we have 10 scholarships for free for Startup Weekend Edu in Seattle. So the date's clearly approaching, and one of their sponsors, Maverick, gives those scholarships to you. How to apply is in point 2 and 3 of this post over here. Another big announcement just came out from the Startup Weekend Edu Seattle crew. They attracted and now confirmed another high-profile keynote speaker. The big name is Vinod Khosla, and he'll be speaking on Friday at 5:30 p.m. We had the Mitch Kapoor story in last week's After Hours. He'll be speaking Sunday at 5 p.m. So if you weren't sure whether to go to Startup Weekend Seattle yet, that's definitely one more reason to do so. Yesterday they had only 25 tickets left, so be sure to not wait any longer, or it might be too late. Next story comes out of a university and state that is not the most, let's say, prominent within e-learning online education. However, Brittany Brody launched her startup called Fampus out of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. We know that university from another startup we covered over here at EDUKWEST, and they are Study Blue. So maybe Wisconsin is not that much out of the startup world. Well, Fampus is all about social events around the campus, so a social event site for universities, as the headline says. Right, then we come to a calendar, so to an event, more precisely. On September 26th, 27th, 2011, the Social Learning Bootcamp will take place in New York. So still time to decide whether to go. And the last story for today comes from a teacher. And on his blog, he sort of covers 2 iPad projects in classroom, titled "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." I think that's pretty interesting to read this story, and I hope you find that too. Alright everybody, that's it for this week's After Hours. I hope you have enjoyed it and found it informative. Stay tuned for next week. Everybody, bye bye.
I'm staring at my laptop screen, scrolling through the feed. I'm subscribed to 100 blogs, but there's still nothing to read.